Street. One of the last thing before we get into the breakout, we were going to put this in at the end of the session, but we thought it's important in case some of you have your questions answered. You need to be able to take off and actually run your businesses and things today. A couple of sort of next steps of how you can be part of the solution. One is, please participate in the process. Certainly you're here now, and I know some of you we've seen at many of the task force meetings. So get involved. We really value your opinion. I mean, we've had a lot of feedback from neighborhoods and others, but you're the ones that are really being impacted here, and we want to be able to make sure that survive and thrive here. Talk with your Citizens Task Force members. They have a responsibility, and it's a challenging decision. So it's important that you voice your opinion to give them the confidence on what the priority is and how to move forward. Main Street, the business assistants, they're here today. They've got a great established program. They're here to help you survive, and whether you're relocating or survive through construction and that sort of thing. Again, find your last approved site plan. You can contact, if you can, there's ways of finding it downtown. You might be able to contact Trish. She can assist and give you direction in there. So obviously the ombuds person here. Consult with architects and planners, as I mentioned. I think obviously we're hearing from some folks, obviously this is fairly overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff here that you're not meant to have to be experts in. But so contact the experts so they can help maneuver through this. The real estate office, I mean, they can also give you advice, because I know a lot of questions come up about what if, and so that's not our expertise, and it's not necessarily the focus of today's meeting. But again, we have real estate folks here who can help, and then because ultimately, what our goal here is to help you be prepared. I think the date that Jen said we're striving for is spring of next year. They would be able to start any acquisition process. We want you to actually be prepared before that time comes, so that if you decide to be able to have agreements with your neighbors, or you decide you want to be able to purchase an adjacent piece of property or get alley access, there are certain levels of agreements and documentation that you want to be able to have in hand when real estate shows up on your doorstep. But otherwise, it's much more complicated, and you're sort of behind the eight ball as you're getting into those negotiations. So understand what your options are is really what we want to be able to help you folks do. And so with that, I think what we'd like to do is